What's up, YouTube? My name is Malcolm, and welcome to my channel, Lounging Out. I like to wear different fragrances in different situations. If I'm going to a wedding, I want to wear something specific to a wedding that's going to have a little bit more sophistication. And say if I'm lounging out at the pool, I'm going to wear something, in my opinion, that's more summery, maybe a little bit more fresh, a little citrusy. With that being said, I'm going to go over different fragrances that I think are going to be great for sitting around a campfire this fall. Now that summer's over with, which I love summer, but I am excited about this up and coming fall. I like to go ahead and get started with the fragrances that I've pretty much put together. The fragrance that I would like to start with is from the house of Authenticity Perfumes, and that's Coffee Lush. This fragrance is amazing though, for real. I remember just making a cup of coffee for my wife and I, and just sitting under a blanket on the couch while, watching Hulu, Netflix, or whatever we were doing. And I felt that this fragrance was the best suited for that situation. This would be a great fragrance for sitting around a campfire. It definitely smells like a great cup of coffee. A caramel macchiato, some sort of mocha frappuccino. It has a few different notes. It has quite a few notes actually. It has, looking at my notes, I got it written on my whiteboard here. It has caramelized vanilla, butter, coconut, tonka, cinnamon, nutmeg, and tobacco leaf. Now, I've only worn this a handful of times, but I'm pretty sure as time goes on and the more I wear this fragrance, I will pick up, more notes. It has 12 plus hours basically of longevity. That means like you wear this, say right now, tomorrow morning, I'm still gonna be smelling this fragrance. I'm sorry I got my coffee in hand, but I'd like to mention before I continue on with the rest of the video, I'm very much into coffee. I would like to feature different variations of coffee drinks. I like cold brews especially. Well, this is nice coffee. I'd like to get more into that, maybe make some coffee drinks or whatnot. And I'm also into cocktails as well. I'm going to come out with those videos, but I just wanted to put that out there basically, so that's something that you all can expect. And that is Coffee Lush by Authenticity Perfumes. And if you're looking for this fragrance, I will make sure to leave a link in the description for you all to pick this fragrance up. You can go to their website, Authenticity Perfumes, and usually you can get these fragrances, which is about 60 mils, I believe, for 30 to 40 bucks, depending on whatever discount code that they're going to have running at the moment. They usually have a discount code, whether it's a 10 to 15% discount code. You just attach that in your cart and you're pretty much smooth sailing. Check this out. This smells amazing. So Coffee Lush by Authenticity Perfumes. Let me take a sip of my coffee again. I'm drinking cinnamon bun creamer with vanilla flavoring. I didn't make this coffee, like as far as cold brewing it. It's just iced coffee that I've store bought from Dunkin' Donuts, like a little half-gallon container basically, and just mixed all that up, and here I am just sipping on it. Next fragrance up on this list, Most Wanted by Azzaro. It has notes of cardamom, caramel, as well as amberwood. This will definitely catch people's attention if that's what you're looking for. It's something about it that has like another edible scent profile to it. It has a nice sexy aroma to it. It has dark mysteriousness to it. It's spicy, it's sweet, and it's also woody and kind of resinous. I like the whole blacked out sleek look, and also, if you can tell, it has like, looks like a revolver or a 6-shooter on the top. You might think that's a little bit tacky, but I kind of like tacky when it comes to these fragrance bottle designs. But yeah, like I'm excited to get to wear this again. It lasts quite a while, at least 8 hours on my skin. I feel like you would have a hard time finding somebody who will dislike this fragrance. I will leave a link in the description for this fragrance as well, so be on the lookout for that if you're interested. Next up on this list, I have a fond memory of this fragrance. A couple years ago, when I took my daughter trick-or-treating, it was her second Halloween, but her first Halloween where she got to go trick-or-treating like on foot. Like she was able to walk, and it just looked like she was having the best time of her life. And to me, that stuck with me. It was such a nice day out. It was like the perfect weather, and I'd do it all over again if I could. And I feel like this scent helped make it possible for me to remember that. 1 Million Lucky by Paco Rabanne. Like I said, it was barely a cloud in the sky. It was the perfect weather, had a little bit of chill in the air. Probably didn't have to wear a sweater until the sun went down. And every time I wear this fragrance, I'm gonna remember that day. But other than that, this is also a sexy fragrance. It's sweet, it's light. It has notes of honey, have ozonic notes to kind of give it that light airiness, hazelnut to give us this nuttiness, and a few other notes like patchouli to give it a nice earthiness to it. Really good fragrance within the fragrance community. Like I said, it's light, it's sweet, it's sexy, and I feel like this would be really good in, you know, high energy situations as well as like low key situations like sitting by the fire. That nuttiness mixed in with the smokiness of the campfire will make a perfect scent. I want to get that fire pit, and I want to wear this fragrance right next to it while rocking the flannel, just chilling, maybe having a cocktail or even like a cold brew coffee that I made a day prior. Lucky 1 Million by Paco Rabanne is an amazing fragrance, man. And I really do like the bottle design. It's pretty much supposed to look like a gold bar. This is a flanker of the original Paco Rabanne 1 Million, which looks more like a gold bar than this one does. It's kind of more silver with gold accents, and it has like a yellowish, light yellow or goldish tint. But I will leave a link in the description for it, so if you're all interested, check it out. This has been a staple in my fragrance collection since before I even started collecting. Armani code, Profumo. Now, a lot of people love another flanker in this line, which is Armani Code Absolute, which is more vanilla based and it's a little bit warmer, a little bit more mature, grown up. I like this one the most, to be honest, because I feel like it's a little bit more playful. Though it still has a nice seriousness, a little bit of sophistication to it, I feel like it's sexier in my opinion. It definitely will get the attention of whatever crowd you're in. This has always been a staple in my collection and will always be a staple in my collection. You just get this nice like root beerish vibe basically. I know that probably doesn't sound appeasing to a lot of people, but I promise you it is. Every time I'm showing someone a few fragrances in my collection, I'll bring this one out, and this is always the one that a lot of people end up liking the most basically. I know like it's crazy, but you know, it is what it is. And like I said, I like this fragrance so much so that I end up buying an actual backup bottle. You know, just in case I run out of this one, I'm always going to have this one to pretty much rely on, which I don't think I really need this backup bottle because I've had this since 2017 and this is how much I have left. So I still have a decent amount left. I even decanted about 10 mils out of this fragrance and I still got half the bottle left. So 5 years later, I still got half a bottle and a whole nother bottle to go through. So who knows, maybe another 15 more years. I'll be done with our cold Profumo scent profile. That's another fragrance that I think will be really great sitting out by the fire, just chilling, just vibing out. I'm a person who's really into speakers. I would like to do a lot more than just fragrances on this channel. That's why I'm going to name this channel basically Loung'n Out, because we're just going to be chilling, lounging, just talking about everything that I'm into. It's going to be primarily fragrances basically, but I'm into speakers, which is what I was going to mention, just chilling out by the fire with whatever speaker I decide to bring out, because I have a few different ones. But I would like to review different speakers and whatnot too, as well as I'm into video games, so I would like to try to start streaming eventually, and hopefully maybe you all can follow me on Twitch whenever I decide to make a Twitch account. Twitch account. I was twitching there. Last but not least, I have, I guess, an honorable mention because this fragrance is discontinued as well, and it's more difficult to find than the Lucky 1 Million. But this fragrance is dark, it's sexy, it has a nice coffee note in here, and it also has a blood orange and ebony wood to kind of give it like a nice dark woodiness to it. I also see rocking a flannel or a thermal with this fragrance, and that fragrance is Polo Red Extreme. Now, if you're familiar with Polo, in the fragrance community at least, it's hit or miss. There's about, I don't know, man, at this point, maybe 8 different Polo Red fragrances. You know, you got the original, you got the Eau de Parfum, you got the Extreme, you got the Intense, you got Remix, you got Rush. So many different versions of it. And so there, for the most part, there's only like 2 or 3 that are beloved within that line exactly. And even, you know, outside of the Polo Red line, you know, you got the Polo Blue, you got the Green, you got Supreme Leather, Supreme Cashmere. Like, there's so many different Polo fragrances out there that, you know, it's ridiculous. But I mean, you know, like I said, they have a lot, so they have a lot of hits and they have a lot of misses, but this one's definitely a hit. Like I said, it's dark, it's rich, it has a coffee note in here, it's sexy. Like, I would like to wear this with the leather jacket going out one night. I don't have a leather jacket, but I would like to get one eventually. That or a bomber jacket, you know. But yeah, I think this is going to go over well just sitting by a fire while listening to some music, having a cocktail or having some coffee or whatever the case may be, some cider or whatever you're into. Pumpkin spice, you know, I'm basic too, you know, I like pumpkin spice, you know what I mean. But yeah, this is an awesome fragrance. I'm glad I got me a bottle before it was discontinued. I also have a bottle of the Polo Red Intense that was discontinued as well. It's crazy because it seems like most of my fragrances are just starting to become discontinued, so it makes it harder to like talk about a lot of these fragrances, especially when they're harder to find. You know, I don't want to talk about something that you all can't pick up if you're not going to be able to wear it, right? So, but yeah, I like how simple this design is. The all black bottle, you can't really tell how much you have left because it's basically like a flat black or matte black paint on it. And you know, even holding it to a bright light, you can't really see how much you have. You just gotta play by ear, or you know, just trust you have enough to wear it for one last time at least. But yeah, this is a great fragrance. I highly suggest this. And unfortunately, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find this to put in a link, but if I can, I will. But also, make sure you sample these fragrances first before buying, because I don't want to suggest a fragrance to you all and you go and buy the actual bottle and then you're disappointed with it, because not everybody has the same, you know, palette when it comes to fragrances. Like, all this is subjective. What I might like is not what you might like, you know what I mean? So it's basically a crapshoot when it comes to fragrances, man. But I've just been fortunate enough to like all the different fragrances that I've purchased. There's a few that I'm okay with, but for the most part, I like all the fragrances that I do have in my collection. But again, that's Polo Red Extreme. And hopefully I can find that for you all to pretty much check out. All right. Well, that's going to be my video for today. And as nervous as I was to shoot this video for the longest time, I've been back and forth, talked about it with this person, with that person. Everybody has encouraged me like immensely to do this. And if y'all are watching this video, I sincerely appreciate it. Like, I really do, because I feel the love just thinking about it. Like, feel like I'm about to get emotional right now, because I'm just happy that I'm actually just sitting here doing this, you know. But I plan on making more future videos, and I hope that y'all can tune in for those videos. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment in this comment section, you know, to let me know that y'all made it this far. You know, just hashtag lounge if you made it to this point. And let me know what kind of videos y'all would like to see in the future, what fragrances you've been looking at that you're interested in. And if I have it in my collection, we'll talk about it and review it for you all. And even if I don't have it in my collection, I would do whatever research I can to describe the fragrance to you all, so that you all can figure out if you want it or not. Well, with that being the case, I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. All right, peace.